Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game of Game, a sports talk show with Samuel Lex and YK. This is a show that will give you everything that you need to know in the world of sports. My name is Oguton Omayawa, popularly known as Samuel. It's a full house today. Today, Friday. It's a full house. Let me welcome the guys. Firstly, let me welcome the regular on the show, Lex Potimi. Lex, how are you doing? Dreaded man.
Good. I'm fine, sir.
How's been your day so far?
Very well. Okay, good.
Wow. You look so tired.
What can we do? It's tiring. Being a Nigerian is tiring.
Hey, Nigeria will not happen to us too.
Amen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome the handsome guy, the bearded man. You understand? let me welcome Odeyemi Olayinka. YK, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Good evening.
Good evening. How has been your day so far?
Well, we thank God.
Wow, fantastic. We'll be thanking God. Ladies and gentlemen, as usual, this is going to be an interesting show. On Wednesday, we talked about the group stage in the coming Euro 2024. We discussed about Group A, B, and C. Today, our talking point for today, we'll be talking about Group D, E, and F. So these are the group will be shooting mouth on the group stages in today's program. We'll be going on a short break right about now. When we come back, Game of Game starts properly. Don't go nowhere.
Jonas Concept. At Jonas Concept, we are expert in the solution of steelwork, cardboard, car cover, collapsible, automated reversion tap, panel mesh, handrail, and flower pot spray. You can contact us on this following number: 290-5734-9791, or follow us on YouTube or subscribe to our YouTube at Jonas Concept. Jonas Concept, expert in installation of steelwork.
From that short break, this is Game of Game, a sport talk show with Samuel, Lex, and YK. In today's show, we'll be talking about Group D, E, and F, and we'll also be talking about the contenders, the pretenders, and the outsiders of each group. Let's get down to business, guys. Okay. In Group D, let's discuss about Group D. In Group D, we have Poland, Netherlands, Austria, and France. Poland, Netherlands, Austria, and France. So these are the four teams in Group D. YK, I want to ask you this question, YK. To you will say France will. Don't let me say to you. Let me say to me. I will say France is the favorite to come out, the first team to come out from this group to me. What do you think would give France the run for their money in this group? YK?
Good evening once again. To me, to be candid, I am not really tipping France to have it easy, because their team, they are good on paper. But now they have obvious weakness. Griezmann is not the Griezmann we used to know again. His impact is reducing by the day. France don't really have a top striker as well.
Yeah,
Giroud is not going. He's old. Then they have this PSG guy, Colomwani,
yeah.
That one don't even know the type of job he should be doing yet. Football cannot be his calling. To be be candid, it can't be his calling. So then their midfield, I think their midfield is still fair to some extent. Still fair to some extent, but they will need the presence of Tchouaméni. If he's not available for this Euro, France will have problem.
It's not Tchouaméni. I think Tchouaméni is not available for the first game. It's not available.
So definitely, if he can still catch up, they will be alright. Then their defense line, I don't even know the pairing they will go with. I think Deschamps preferred Upamecano and Konate.
Konate, yeah.
But those two, this concluded season, especially towards the end, they flopped. Especially Konate. I did not expect Konate to lose it that much. That even Kwasa from Liverpool was benching him. I was shocked. So it will not be as straightforward as some people expect for France. It will not be as straightforward. Their team is not really that encouraging. Then Netherlands. I think the two friendly matches they played, they won by 4-0. There are 2 games. Canada and which team did they play again? I've forgotten the other team, but they won 4-0. And I think that is some preparation going into the Euro. They have leaders like Van Dijk, Nathaniel Ake, deep football experience. Then they have this striker, their striker, Memphis Depay. I think he needs 1 or 2 goals to become the high goal scorer in history for Netherlands. So they still have the team, and I am tipping them to do well. But the underdog, not only in this group, but in this competition that I am tipping, is Austria.
Austria? Wow.
Yes. Since Ragnick took over, go and check their record. They've played Germany. They've played Germany. They won. They've played France. They won. They have been very impressive. Very impressive. They have this guy Sabitzer, Anatovic, David Alaba. They have players that are they might not be the world class level, but they are at a very decent level. Yeah, they can put in the effort, and the effort will match their quality. So I'm tipping them to be a worry for many teams in this competition. Poland, they don't have option. They are just there to make up numbers.
They only have Lewandowski.
No. Even the Lewandowski they have, they die.
Lewandowski is no longer Lewandowski.
Let me come to you, Lex. YK just mentioned Austria, and quite frankly, Austria is one of the teams I'm also looking for. Though they are one of my outsiders, I've just said that. I said that on Wednesday too. Though they are one of my outsiders, but Austria are one of the teams that I am personally looking for in this tournament. Okay. Lex. Looking at Austria, do you think Austria will come out of this group? Because this group is quite hard for them.
Generally, on paper, yeah, because there are 2 faces that we can look at talking about this group. On paper, we'll discover maybe everybody would want to go with France and Holland. But like YK said, right? Personally, I would rather have a solid team that has cohesion, that everyone is working together and working for one another, than have a team that has star players and nothing is happening. All right, and with Austria, I think that's what we have. We have a team that is in cohesion. I'm actually surprised that the same Ragni that Ronaldo said, well, he's not even a coach. He's the one that is is the one that is giving them this solidity that we're talking about. Apparently, they've been solid, friendly matches. They've prepared for the competition well, and they are here. They are here to become problem for anybody that does not want to take their chance or that is not proving to be serious with the competition. You can't go into this Euro 2024 as a favorite and be playing like favorites. Like, oh, now we did here. You have to play like you mean it, like you mean to win it. But I have another reservation concerning the France team, though. Right, like YK said. YK said, yes, we understand Konate, Upamecano. They towards the end of the season they really fell out, right? But let's not forget that these two were the pairing for Leipzig or Salzburg. Where did they both come from?
Leipzig.
Yeah, they were the pairing, and they did fantastically well. No, was it the two of? Yes, it was the two of them, right?
Yeah.
But they did very well.
And they were also the pairing that played World Cup as well, I think.
So let's not forget the fact that these people, they have synergy, right? They know themselves very well. They are familiar with one another. It's not a new set of people coming in to come and play. They've played together at club level. They played together at country level, at least for a period of time. So despite the fact that they fell out towards the end of the season, I'm sure mentally they are prepared for this, and they can always bank on their relationship before this competition or on the pitch do well as a pairing that apparently Deschamps prefers the two of them ahead of Saliba or whoever else is in the team. Right, so I believe that with the relationship they've had before now, they can still do well, or they will still do it, right? So
Sorry, Samuel. I want to talk about one thing Alex said the other time.
Okay.
When he was talking about Ralf Rangnick and Cristiano Ronaldo, we all know how talented Cristiano Ronaldo is.
Yeah, exactly.
How good he is and how successful he has been.
Exactly.
But his ego is even bigger than his success. When things are not going his way, he tends to throw everybody under the tire. And he tends to do that. You cannot tell me Ralf Rangnick is not a good coach. He was the founder of what is it called? Genge pressing.
Even for the manager.
For Jurgen Klopp, Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah.
Go and search and read about his work with Leipzig. He brought them to the highest level. Now he has gone to Austria doing the same thing.
Of course, he's doing well. But
Ronaldo is now saying he's not a good coach. No. Ralf Rangnick.
Ronaldo did not say he's not a good coach. Ronaldo said he's not a coach.
Can you imagine?
He said Ralf Rangnick is a sporting director or something like that.
And that is why so many media personality and even players always prefer to go with Messi ahead of Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. Well,
not only the talent, but the personality.
Wow. I don't want us to waste much time because we've already spent like 15 minutes on this group.
Okay.
In this group. Before I wanted to ask a question about N'Golo Kante. Deschamps called N'Golo Kante back to the team, but let's leave the discussion for another day. Now let's switch here to the next group. That's Group E, and in Group E we have Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, and Ukraine. Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, and Ukraine. Your underdog for me, Lex, I'm playing with you. Lex, your underdog in this group. Who is your underdog in this group?
Come again.
I'm playing with you. I said in this group we have
The team.
Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, and Ukraine. Okay. The question I'm throwing to you now is that who is your underdog? Which team is your underdog in this group?
I think it's going to be. If you ask me which two teams would qualify, I think I'll go with Belgium and Ukraine.
And Ukraine.
Belgium and Ukraine. Yeah. Romania,
Romania.
and
Who are you?
Slovakia. I don't think there's any specials that will happen from those two. I don't know, I might be wrong, but I don't think there's any specials coming from those two.
Mikey, let's discuss about this Belgium team, okay? Let's discuss about
To me,
this Belgium.
sorry. To me, the four are all underdogs. But if you want to go with history, well, we say Belgium is bigger than them, better than them. But on the field of play, Belgium have been underperforming since 20.
You know, I said it on Wednesday as well.
You said it on Wednesday.
I said
So-
so on Wednesday.
They've been underperforming. So if they find it difficult to get points in this group, I will not be surprised.
Wow.
Be surprised. Yeah.
Wow. But in fact, thank you, YK, for diving into the Belgian team, because I really want us to discuss about this Belgium team. I think 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago, Belgium was number 1 in the world ranking. If I'm not mistaken, okay? They are number 1 in the world ranking. YK, I'm staying with you too. And looking at them this season, you just said it not quite long now that they are, to you, they are underdogs. You just said that not quite long. What did you think? The question I want to put to you now is that what did you think happened to Belgium that makes them an underdog to you?
Well, they had their golden generation. We are almost all their.
Before you move on, are we going to say because they changed their manager?
No, they had their golden generation. We are almost all their first 11. Even like 3 of their benches are playing for top teams, and they are top players. They mismanaged their golden generation by placing them under Roberto Martinez. To me, Martinez is not an elite coach. That is the same mistake England are doing presently. Putting their own players under Gareth Southgate, for crying out loud. So they mismanaged their golden generation, and now they are just bringing in new players that we probably don't know. And I think with the new manager and new players, they haven't gotten that pairing right. Yes, they don't have the rhythm yet, and they still have some old players they are still using, like Vertonghen, De Bruyne. And you would agree with me if I say outside Man City, De Bruyne has been unbeatable. He has not really shown his quality for Belgium. Most of the load was heavily on Hazard then.
Exactly. You are right.
And partly on Lukaku. So now, De Bruyne should show that he's really a world-class player, because the load will be on him now. They have virtually new players. So the load will be on him now. But to me, they are not there yet. Not this competition.
Wow,
Not this competition.
fantastic. Let's continue with this discussion on about Belgium. Okay. You look at the Belgium forwards. You will see the likes of Lukaku, the likes of Jeremy Doku. Looking at Jeremy Doku this season, to me, I don't know about you guys, but to me, he's a fantastic player. Do you think he's going to replicate what he has done for Manchester City? Do you think he's going to replicate it for his country?
See, when you say fantastic player, what do you mean exactly?
I don't understand. All four play, all four play, no penetration. Four play, no penetration.
Guys,
I really do not understand what you mean. See, if we are talking about Jeremy Doku at Lille, maybe he had the potential, he had the platform to express himself. Yeah, he was a prospect, and he had the platform to express himself without expectations on his head. But Jeremy Doku at Manchester City,
he has not done it.
No.
He has not.
I disagree with you guys. I disagree with you guys.
hold on,
You
alright?
you asked the question. You said, will he carry his Manchester City form to Belgium?
If
If
he
he
carry
does that, if he does that, then Belgium is finished.
Belgium is out. That's the truth.
Yes.
That's the truth. If he takes that one, this competition, Belgium is out. Honestly, okay. Look at it this way. Look at it this way.
Who scored in the FA Cup final for Manchester
Wait.
City?
Onana
The
scored.
same every final they lost.
Onana scored.
Yes.
The same every final they lost.
That was
To
a
me, Doku is a game changer. To me, he's a game changer.
See, okay, guys, hold on.
Imagination. Not
Hold
on
on.
the pitch.
Doku is a game changer. I don't think the game is on the pitch of play. I think the game is on the console, on TV. That's number one. Number two, right? This Belgium, like I said on Wednesday, this Belgium team, they really fell off. And let's not forget the fact that even when they were being rated very highly, yeah, it's not as if they won the World Cup.
No.
They didn't even win Euro.
No, they did not win anything. Not
any
Nations League.
So
Not
that
even
team that was rated so highly, they were not winners. They were probably individually winners, but they were not winners as a team.
Yes.
They only had players that we consider, oh, these players are fantastic, they are good, they are world class, and all of that. And that was where it ended. They didn't achieve anything together. So I think Belgium, they just had, I think it was just a glitch in the matrix, and they are back to default settings.
Exactly.
That's actually what I think. That's where I see it. Yeah. So all these Doku, what's his name? Even Lukaku. What do you expect Lukaku to do in this competition? Sweat the whole gallon of sweat per match. Then see, I don't expect any. Yeah, I expect that they get out of this group. I expect them to get out of this group. At least they say have those personalities that can get points, get results. But going all the way or going far in the competition, I don't see it. Honestly, I don't see it. I don't
Fantastic.
see it.
YK.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the next group, your two teams to get out of this group. Your two teams. Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, and Ukraine.
Ukraine, Romania, Slovakia, and Belgium. Well, going by paper, it will be Belgium and Ukraine.
Okay. But for you are picking Belgium and
That is it.
Ukraine.
Exactly. But if Belgium did not qualify, I will not be surprised.
Lex, what about you?
I'll go for the two of them. I mentioned it earlier. two of them, Belgium, Ukraine.
Thank God.
I think they say
Thank
about
God, you are not, thank God you are not playing for Romania today. Because on Wednesday, you are playing. On Wednesday, you are just picking underdogs. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an interesting show as always. Okay, guys, let's get down to let's get to the final group. Okay, Group F. Okay, let's talk about this group. And in Group F, we have Turkey, Georgia, Portugal, and Czech Republic. Turkey, Georgia, Portugal, and Czech Republic. Okay. Let's talk about Portugal. Okay, let's talk about Portugal. Lex, I'm playing with you. I'm looking at this Portuguese team. You will see. You are going to tell me that the oldest player in the team is Cristiano Ronaldo and Pepe. You agree with that? I think those are the oldest players in that team. Do you think, Lex? Do you think that is going to affect the Portuguese team in this competition for taking
What do you mean?
their oldest player, especially Pepe?
Affect them? What do you think? What do you mean affect them?
I mean, the team is aging. As far as I'm concerned, the team is
The
aging.
team,
So do you think
but
that will be their weaknesses?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. First of all, Ronaldo is still playing at a personal high level. At a personal, he might not be playing at the highest level of club football. He's not playing in Europe and all of that. But on a personal level, Ronaldo is still playing on a very high level, right? And Pepe is also still playing on a very high level. So how is that supposed to affect them? Because their age, because of their age. I don't think that's how it works until injury started disturbing Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic he maintained a constant high class level till injury became his downfall. So age is not particularly a problem for these players you just mentioned. They are still performing at a very pristine level that you would expect a 25, 26-year-old to be performing at. Pepe is a starter. In fact, one of the first names on the team sheet at Porto.
I know.
Captain.
Ronaldo is the captain of the team. Ronaldo is a starter anytime, any day, except he's injured or he has malaria. So how is it how is it supposed to affect these players? They are doing well on a personal level. The question we should be asking is, will this team have enough cohesion to get out of this group stage and go all the way in the competition? That's the question we should be asking. Not about the age. Age has nothing to do with how they perform, because they are definitely going to perform at a very high level.
The reason why I'm asking the question is that some people were saying that the age factor, especially from the back line of Portugal, will affect them. You understand? So that's why I asked the question.
What are you saying exactly? Because they lost space because they are aged, they lost space and they Pepe can no longer defend, or I don't understand how that is supposed to affect. Is it that Pepe can no longer defend, Ronaldo can no longer score?
But the pace of Pepe has dropped.
When has Pepe ever had pace? Pepe has never been that pacey player. Pepe is not a German. He has never been that pacey player that will say, there was a time he used to clock the 50 kilometers per hour in a match. Pepe has never been a pacey player. So the talk of pace is not really playing out here. I think people just want to raise concerns because they need to raise concerns. I don't think those are concerns at all, in my opinion.
Fantastic. YK, you agree with me that the biggest player in Portugal is Cristiano Ronaldo? You agree with me that that's the biggest player in Portugal? Apart from Ronaldo, YK, who do you think who do you think can be a game changer? You understand? You get my question? A game changer apart from Ronaldo, who do you think can be a game changer for you in that team?
Let me quickly chip this in. For this competition, I have two underdogs, and that is Austria and Hungary. Hungary, I have watched some of their games, and I have seen how they match intensity with quality. I saw their game against England where they won 4-0. It was so fantastic. So let's leave that. I just want to mention my two underdogs in the competition.
I understand.
To your question, if Portugal should underperform, it is not because of the age of Pepe or Ronaldo.
Exactly.
To me, I am really not expecting them to win the competition or go far. But it has nothing to do with their age. There are some factors that will affect them, and I will name them now. But let me first answer your question: who is as the game changer they will have apart from Ronaldo? Number one is Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Ever since he made his debut for Portugal, he has been outstanding. And then number two, if Jota is fit,
because that's his village problem.
If he's fit, he will also be a game changer. Two of them, they will be a game changer. Let me now go to the reason why Portugal will not go far and they will not win the Euro. Number one is Roberto Martinez factor. He's a clown.
Thank you for going there, YK. I was about to ask that question. Thank you for going there.
I know the can't am as coach. Number one, that is Roberto Martinez. Then number two, you see, apart from Ronaldo and Jota, all other forward Portugal has, they are not serious. Rafael, João Felix, Goncalo Ramos. They are not ready for football. They are just stealing a living. They are just stealing a living. If Ronaldo or Jota do not turn up in their attack, they will fail. Because you can't count on those players at all. You can't. You can't. They are just freestylers. Players that freestyle. Then number 3 points. Doku brothers, yes. Foreplay, no penetration. Number 3 factor. My number 3 factor is, you will agree with me with this. Under Pep Guardiola, almost all his players at international level, they don't perform. Bernardo Silva has been underwhelming for Portugal. Fantastic for City.
No about that.
Fantastic for Man City. But for the national team, he has always been playing nonsense. Ruben Diaz, I think he has only have just 1 or 2 good seasons. Even with Man City, just 1 or 2 seasons. He has not really been at that world-class level. He's just been decent. So, with that, if Bernardo Silva is not turning up, Joao Felix, Leo, and Ramos, they are being a freestyler. Ruben Diaz is there, being just decent, not
Clowning.
fantastic. Clowning. Then we are coming to their midfield. At least their midfield is still somehow decent. Paella,
Yeah.
Paella, Ruben Neves, Bruno Fernandes. I think their midfield they will still compete at the highest level with any team in the competition. Then their wing backs, Diogo Dalot. Oh,
Dalot
Diogo,
is there.
Diogo Dalot. Ah, I did it for. He just stubborn. He knows how to cross. He's stubborn. How to cross. Joao Cancelo. Even if Ahmed Musa catch Joao Cancelo, if he catch him, he go chop grass.
He's a great player. He's trying anyway.
He's fantastic when he's attacking.
Hey, thank you.
But
Thank
when
you.
he's defending, just know that you are minus one.
Alright,
And even that attack this season for Barcelona, it was nowhere to be found.
I agree with you.
It was nowhere to be found. So Portugal has a lot of problems that we can imagine. They have a lot of problems that we can, and it just pains me that this is not the finale I expect from Portugal team concerning Cristiano Ronaldo. I expect them to have a very good team and give that guy a befitting farewell in national football.
Fantastic. We only have like 2 minutes left to leave to end this show. But before we go, Lex, your 2 teams to qualify from this group. Your 2 teams to qualify from this group. We have Turkey, Georgia, Portugal, and Czech Republic.
I think apart from Portugal that we know has name and pedigree and can easily on paper qualify from this group. Others, Turkey, Georgia, Czech Republic. I don't know, but I think I would want to go with Czech Republic. That's because I don't know. Nobody say I expect anything special from them, but well.
Why
Anything other than a qualification for Portugal, like I said for England, all of them should be taken to the square. I don't care, and flogged mercilessly.
You said that on Wednesday. Mikey, what about you?
To me, Portugal is a certainty.
Okay.
And I would have chosen Turkey with the caliber of players they have. But they've not been showing it on the pitch. They have been losing aimlessly. They have players.
Are you going for Czech Republic?
They have the players, but they don't have the team. They have the players, but they don't have the team.
And I'd rather have the team than have the players.
Throw those one away. Zesh. 2020 Euro Cup, I think they performed well. They reached the quarter-final or so. So I'm tipping them to qualify. I'm tipping them to qualify along with Portugal.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, for me, I'm going for Turkey and Portugal and Turkey. For me, I'm going for Portugal.
Let's see. If Turkey chicken go
Now
up.
food now. Go like them now.
Turkey is a country.
The country, you know,
Alright,
chicken
guys.
go up.
We only have 1 minute to end this show, okay? We have a minute to end this show. But before we go, I want us to talk about the contenders, pretenders, and the outsiders of these 3 groups, okay? I want us to talk about that. Lex, your contenders in this competition.
From this group,
From Group D, Poland, Netherlands, Austria, and France. Group E, Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, and Ukraine.
I
Group F,
think
Turkey.
we just let's take France,
Okay.
Netherlands, because I'm tipping Netherlands to do well in this competition.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Senior.
France, Netherlands, and out of personal favoritism, I want Portugal to do well.
Fantastic. YK, your pretender.
My pretenders will be Belgium.
Okay.
Second.
They are actually only the pretenders I can think of, because I am not expecting a lot of things from many of them.
Okay.
Portugal
Others are community members.
are actually a contender, 100%. Netherlands,
Yeah.
contender. France, they are contender.
I'm also staying with you, YK. What about the outsiders?
The outsider,
We have Georgia,
the outsider,
Ukraine, Romania, Slovakia, Austria.
the outsider, Austria
Okay.
and Czech.
Sure.
Before
Yeah.
you can.
That
Those
would
are
be my
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah.
That was my outsider too. That was my outsider. Okay. What an interesting show as usual. As always, it's an interesting show. Game of Game, a sports talk show with Sameyo.
And the best player in the competition, will goes to
Woo! Don't worry, we'll discuss about that.
about Weghorst.
Don't worry, YK, we'll discuss about that, okay? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, today is Friday, the grand opening of the Euro 2024. Yeah, today Friday will be the grand opening. Just enjoy the match, okay? It's going to be an interesting competition. I can tell you that for free, okay? As always, we want to know what you think about today's program. I want to hear your views. Want to know what you think. I am here to answer you. Lex is there to reply you. YK is there to reply you. Until we see again on Monday by His grace. Don't drink and drive. Stay blessed. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.